We welcome you to Central Maine Community Mustang Soccer here. Women's matchup tonight against our rivals, the Seawolves, in to take on your Mustangs. So everybody, I'm Rob Munsing, joined here in the pregame interview with Lakeland Hank. And Lakeland, want to introduce you to the folks at home here as you are a transfer student for USM.
Yes, I played there for my first year last year.
And so you're a sophomore this year here, and Lakeland has got a goal in the season already. Get your first goal as a Mustang. That's exciting. And they're throwing you right in against the Seawolves here tonight.
I guess so. We're really excited, though. I think we're going to do really good.
Now, you had a tremendous high school career at Sacopee Valley and Class C Player of the Year there. Played your freshman year at USM. What brought you to CM?
I went and visited my friend here, and it just felt like a family. The free college definitely helped, but I just wanted to have fun and play in college. I'm not really looking to play anywhere after. So, and I really like the family, the family vibe I get from it. So I'm having a lot of fun here.
And what is your major in school?
I'm human services, which is basically psychology.
Fantastic. So off to a good start with the classroom. How do you manage the load of being an academic load and an athletic load? I mean, I see you kids out here practicing at 9 o'clock at night sometimes.
We definitely have a lot of time management skills that we need to have. We have study tables 2 hours a week. I think that starts next week. But I'm just trying to get all my work done in my free time in between my classes right now. But it's going good.
So some of these kids you must have played against in high school. Now you're coming together as teammates. Some of these kids, but you've got kids from all over the place here. Yeah. How do you have to go about melding as a team?
Honestly, the whole summer thing, where you got to come in and practice over the summer, really helped us get to know each other. Because if we had just come in during preseason, it would have been a lot harder to get our season jump started, some connections and stuff.
Well, we want to wish you the very best of luck here. Big rival game here tonight, and it's going to be a beautiful night for soccer. Good luck to you and your teammates. We'll be back here with Rob Kennedy. Rob will have the starting lineups for us here as we continue on the pregame Central Maine Mustang Soccer.
Thanks very much, Rob Munsing. Rob Kennedy here, and the starting lineups will look like this. We'll introduce the game first. Lakeland Hank joining us here in the pregame, and she'll be in the starting lineup. Probably hear her name quite a bit over the course of this broadcast. But this is a rivalry game, Central Maine and Southern Maine. It was a one-sided rivalry for quite some time. That changed last year. Last season, the Seawolves, 5-7. Two of their wins came against CMCC, sandwiched around a 3-1 loss to the Mustangs here. They won the big one. It was the YSCC, Yankee Small College Conference play-in game. They won that 1-0 here in Auburn. This year they've opened up the season with a 1-1 draw with the Fashion Institute of Technology. Chanel McDonough scoring her debut goal in the 70th minute to earn that draw with an assist from Emily Ann Biddings-Augustine. A debut point for her as well. They'll use a couple of goalkeepers, probably. They did in that game against Fashion Institute Technology. Grayson Soldati will get the start for Southern Maine. Mia Pasciuto will play some as well. Central Maine Community College Mustangs, 6-7 last season, 0-1 this year. They started out with a very good contest, a test against the University of Maine Fort Kent, lost that game 4-1. It's a different team this year, according to the coach, Rob Rodriguez, and he thinks better once they start to gel. The reason why, last year it was a team that was led by a tremendous individual finisher. They had Samantha Bellardo, the program's all-time leading scorer, a small college All-American. She's moved on and graduated. So this year they have to spread the wealth a little bit. Last year they had a very sharp tip of the spear when it came to attacking. This year more like a pitchfork. And they're going to have to kind of spread that wealth around without that one dependable person to score a bunch of goals. Mentioned the rivalry between these two teams. The first contest was down in South Portland last year. Southern Maine won 5-0 in the first matchup. Central Maine won here 3-1, their first ever win over the Seawolves. And then the classic in the postseason play-in game in the YSCC, a 1-0 victory won by Southern Maine right here with a huge crowd on hand to watch under the lights here in Auburn. So these two teams set to go once again. Here are the starters for both teams. Start with the visitors, the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves. In goal, starting tonight, Grayson Soldati. She is a first-year student from Portland, Maine, who played at Deering High School and played 45 minutes in that contest against Fashion Institute of Technology, allowed the one goal. Jordan Boone, a sophomore from Skowhegan, she's from Norwich Walk, went to Skowhegan High School, one of the team captains. She's a sophomore. She will start tonight for the Seawolves. Mackenzie Farnham, a sophomore from South Portland, is in the starting lineup tonight. Mustangs fans might remember her. She had that only goal, the game winner in last year's play-in game here on this field in Auburn. Paige St. Pierre, the sophomore from Waterville, starts tonight for the Seawolves. Southern Maine also starts Lydia Shetler. She's a sophomore from Lebanon, Maine. Went to Noble High School. Paige Lord, the All-American on the Seawolves team. Last year, a first-team All-American and the Sports Person of the Year 2021 for Southern Maine Community College, named after a longtime athletic supporter and friend down there, Carol Rhines. She'll get the start tonight. 35 games, 9 goals for her. You'll hear Paige Lord's name quite a bit. Amelia Lunt from Gardner High School in the starting lineup tonight. Riley Lord will start as well. She's a senior from Pittsfield who played her high school soccer at Mount View. Desiree Veyu from Winslow, Maine, a team captain starting tonight. And rounding out the starters, a first year from Gorham, Maine, Kylie Green, the former Gorham Ram. Over on the Mustang side, they'll start things this way. Allie Anir will get the start in goal. It's her 7th game for the Mustangs, playing between the sticks. Emma Johnson from Monmouth Academy gets a start out in the field tonight. She might be doubling back to the goal later on. We'll see exactly what Coach Rob Rodriguez wants to do. We can move those 2 goalkeepers around and potentially use Emma Knowles in the net as well. Other starters on the field include Kate Bluen. She's a freshman from Green, Maine, one of many Oak Hill Raiders on this Central Maine Community College team. Julia Noel, also from Oak Hill High School. She'll start as well tonight. Madison Turcott, number 4 out there in white tonight. She will get the start for Central Maine Community College. Allison Nonowitz, she'll start tonight. She's a sophomore from Turner, Maine. Caitlin Baker starting tonight. She's a sophomore from Skowhegan. Emily Gingras, the only non-Mainer to start tonight. She's a freshman, hails from Granby, Quebec, about 45 minutes to an hour to the east of Montreal out in the Estrie area and region of Quebec. And Lakin Hink, you just saw Rob Munzing talk to her, the sophomore transfer from Southern Maine, the University of Southern Maine, played her high school soccer at Sockabee Valley, the 2020 Class C Player of the Year, had a goal and an assist in 19 games at Southern Maine, got a goal on her debut last time against UMaine Fort Kent in that 4-1 loss. That rounds out the starting lineup for Central Maine. So promises to be a very good game once again here tonight on the turf on a beautiful night for soccer here in Auburn, Maine. Weather looks like this. Check what's going on. 69 degrees, a little cooler than the start last night. A little bit of a breeze, but not too much. Don't think the wind will be a factor at all, and absolutely no rain in the forecast anytime soon. Weather will not be a factor. I don't think we have rain in the forecast until early next week. So we'll be under sunny skies here tonight and all weekend long as we have more games to do on Saturday right here at the complex at Central Maine Community College.
So I'm on. I may not have great internet here at the site, so that may be the situation. But I want folks at home to let me know that the feed is coming through. I'm getting a little stoppage every now and again, so as I monitor it here. But could you please, those of you who are watching at home, it might be just a local issue right here. There's a lot of people here tonight and maybe on the internet that we're trying to monitor the game. Can you please let me know that the feed looks good at home and it's nice and smooth? That's what we would like to hear.
And welcome to the Central Maine Community College Athletic Turf Facility.
Well, the starting lineup's introduced right now. I'll name the players as well. We've talked about the starters already, but I don't think the microphone here is close enough to our broadcast position that we can pick that up.
Yeah, they have to use the press box that's at the softball end of the complex.
Decent crowd filling in as well here, as there almost always is.
So we should be looking at the Seawolves right here, Zach. Thank you. See Malik Farley's watching. Malik, give me a heads up on this, whether or not it looks okay at home as you're watching it. We're trying to make sure the feed is okay and that we don't have to restart it.
One thing we noticed with the Southern Maine players, they're stepping out there, sun directly in their face. That'll be an issue for whatever goaltender is down there at the end to our right, and the right as you look at it on your screen from our broadcast position.
And now, the starting lineup for your Mustangs.
So now we'll take a look, Zach, at the Mustangs.
From Green, Maine, number 1, Kate Bluen. From Sabattis, Maine, number 3, Julia Noel. From Auburn, for Madison, Turcotte. From Wales, Maine, number 10, Audrey Dillman. From Turner, Maine, number 12, Allison Nonowitz. From Monmouth, Maine, number 18, Emma Johnson. From Skowhegan, Maine, number 19, Caitlin Baker. From Manchester, Maine, number 20, Emma Knowles. From Granby, Quebec, Canada, number 21, Amelie Gingras. From Porter, Maine, number 26, Lakin Hink. And starting in goal from Auburn, Maine, number 17, Ali Anil. And coach for the Mustangs is Rob Rodriguez. The assistant coach are Scott Layton, Butch Dow, Megan Duval, Ali Salt, and Cody Doloff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Getting set to go here in Auburn. Women's soccer tonight, Central Maine and Southern Maine, always a great contest. High intensity, high entertainment when these teams get together. To the last game for over a week for the women's team. They're next in action next Friday at Bristol Community College. Then a road trip to New York. They'll take on two teams. SUNY team on Saturday and Albany College of Pharmacy on Sunday. Not back here again until Wednesday, September 21st, when they'll play the New Hampshire Technical Institute from Concord, New Hampshire. A 6:30 start. And Paul Smiths comes to visit on Saturday the 24th at 11 a.m. Always something going on here in Auburn at Central Maine Community College. Women out of town, but the men will be here on Saturday. They'll play Northern Essex Community College, and of course volleyball, baseball, softball action. We've got all it for you. Southern Maine out there in the dark blue. They'll be attacking the goal to our left, going from right to left in the first half. That means their goalkeeper, Grayson Soldati, is looking right up into the sun. Allie Anier's got it easy in the first half, and we'll see how much that sun is still a factor in the second half, as it'll be sinking behind the buildings over behind us to our left. But the Mustangs will be attacking from left to right. No wind at all, as we mentioned, so no one's got the wind at their back. Breezes every once in a while, and whatever wind we do have, the flag rippling out across the turf from left to right, the near side to the far side. Jordan Boone standing over the ball. She'll get us underway for Southern Maine. We'll try our best to keep the clock. They had a lightning strike here a couple of weeks ago, and well, like everything else it seems these days, ordering parts to repair things has not been easy to do and not been quick. So that's coming in, but it's not here yet, so we'll try our best to keep that time. Riley Lord with it. Drop that off, and the attack will have to reset. Kylie Green. And they'll try that right side, Lydia Shetler, a sophomore from Noble High School, Lebanon, Maine. Long ball into the area, but no one there in dark blue. Allie Anier makes easy work of that. And here, the Edward Little High School product. The first touch tonight for Madison Turcotte. They lose possession. Paige Lord with it now. Mentioned her in the pregame, the first-team All-American. 9 career goals for Southern Maine. Now it's Emma Knowles. All 3 players listed as goalkeepers starting in this game. And here starting between the sticks, Emma Johnson and Emma Knowles, the 2 Emmas out there in the field. Just saw Lincoln Hink with a brief touch of the ball, our pregame guest. Now Southern Maine trying to turn things around.
Beat her. Keep going. Join her.
We'll play that back to Paige St. Pierre, the former Waterville Purple Panther. St. Pierre, a bouncer. This could be trouble with the spin. Took that away. Might have been a 2-on-1 had the ball settled nicely, but it didn't. It went past Mackenzie Farnham. And Farnham is not someone you want to leave alone by the 18. The Mustangs may have dodged a bullet there. Here's Farnham again. 5 career goals for her, but one was a big one as far as Mustangs fans are concerned, as she got the game winner. The only goal in the 1-0 victory for Southern Maine and the play-in game to the YSCC postseason last year right here in this field. Johnson. And a good battle going on the far side. Johnson taken down. She was fouled. And a free kick. Just underway. 3rd minute. No real attacks or scoring chances to this point. These 2 teams won't be speculative all, and they really won't need to feel each other out all that much. Although there are some new players, as there always are from year to year. The teams know each other so well. The coaching staffs know each other so well. You'd kind of expect that they'll be both going right after each other in attack. Long ball played forward toward Jordan Boone. Boone directing traffic a little bit. Throw-in goes the way of the Seawolves.
So again, I think we have so many people on the Wi-Fi here that my feed does not look very good. I'm trying to check at home and see if people are getting a decent feed. Please let me know.
Over by that touch line, it's out of play once again, and once again a throw-in for the Seawolves. Hopped over the head. Mackenzie Farnham tried to put the noggin on it, but it bounced too high off the turf. I'll throw in again, and once again, Southern Maine possession. Riley Lord over there to take the throw. Both Lords on the field right now, Paige and Riley. Riley's a senior. She's got a goal against Central Maine as well, but that one came all the way back in 2019 as she played her first year. Was away from the program for a while and now back once again. And a great player for Coach Ethan Wells to have back. Some talent on this team, of course. They had I guess you'd say a down year last year by their standards. And still ended up in the YSCC Final Four. They were champions in 2015 and 2019.
Good work, Ty. Hey, St. Pierre. St. Pierre.
That ball's spinning all over the place so far, taking some strange hops. Paige St. Pierre. Ahead in Farnham's direction. Good square ball from Farnham to Paige Lord. Lord trying to work some magic in the midfield, playing the through ball, but no one's there.
Go press, press.
Madison Turcotte just clearing it away.
I don't hate it.
That'll allow her teammates to get back, but it will also give possession back to Southern Maine.
Right away, right away. Meals, turn around.
It's Tiana Salazar, number 15. She's used to winning soccer games. In fact, she was a part of the Class A state championship Wyndham Eagles team last year. Knocked off Brunswick in the state finals last November.
Page now. No. Stand her up. T, stand her up. Okay, recover.
Noel goes over the top. Here's Kate Lewin. Lewin walking the tightrope over there and just ran out of space. The flag's up. Now the throw in for the Seawolves. She's able to keep that in. She had some space, but just couldn't do so. Great shield by Paige Lord. Did a real good job keeping Emily Gingras at bay. Throw in this time for novelty's sake for Central Maine. The first one they've had.
Come on, take her. Don't. Hey, over the shoulder. Good, Riley. See it out.
Turcotte trying to find Bluen. It's kicked out of play. Riley Lord got a toe on that. Madison Turcotte will do it all over again. Aggressive defending. That was booted away quickly by Salazar. Trying to play that to Jordan Boone. Tillman did very well to slow her down, but possession for Amelia Lunt now. On a former Gardner Tiger. Played well by Central Maine. Back come the Mustangs again, trying to get the attack going. Bluen shielding, trying to turn, and referee saw Kylie Green with her hands on Bluen. Blows the whistle for the foul on the free kick. Actually works out well to be a pretty good foul by Green. Allows the Seawolves to get numbers back, which they did not have. Decent delivery there by Caitlin Baker. That's played out. Into touch. It's a throw-in, not a corner kick. Seventh minute here in Auburn.
Yeah, it's not good because there's so many people on the outdoor internet here. That's what it is? Yeah. I'm going to try something right now. I'm going to have to
Knowles throw-in.
stop it and do something.
He played it back again.
Yeah, we know the internet is lagging here. So many people, it's such a big crowd, and they're all on the outdoor internet that we normally use with just a few people here. Sorry, Rob, but I want to let people know we're going to try something and shut it down and come back up again. Stay on Facebook. That's where we'll come back to here shortly.
Good. Play back to Meals if we can. It's okay. Joe, good effort. Good effort. Hey, their ball, Meals. If we can pick somebody up. Good. Nothing. Go, Riley. No turn. That's the turn.
Boom.
Join her. Gotta join her now. Play her early now. Good. Back post. Dribble. Meals. Gotta bring it out. Dribble or you have to put it outside. Sir. Hey, Riley, enough. Play. Paige, come get it.
You can keep going, Rob. Yeah.
Over.
Nonowitz over there on that right side, defensively, left side, excuse me. Looking at it from the Southern Maine perspective for a moment, she's the left back. And a foul on that far side. You call that against Lydia Shetler, number 7. A sophomore from Lebanon, Maine. Right there by the New Hampshire border. Free kick into a crowd headed high. This might be a chance. Here's the opportunity. And here is the goal. It might have been going in anyway, but Emma Knowles made sure that it did in the 10th minute. And Central Maine on top. Emma Knowles listed as a keeper on the roster, but she's out there playing up front right now and made sure that ball crossed the line. It looked dangerous when it popped high in the air in the area. And it's 1-0. The goal in the 10th minute. And a lead for the Mustangs. Hugely important against the Southern Maine team to grab the advantage. And the home team has done so.
Get her back. Get her back.
Let's see what kind of pushback there is in the Seawolves now.
Dribble.
That's out for a goal kick and possession right back to Central Maine. So an early goal in the first 10 minutes, the 10th minute even to be exact, by Emma Knowles. And really had the goal at her mercy. There's no way she was missing that. Soldati came out, the Seawolves keeper and made the initial stop, but when that spun away from her, it was just a yawning goal for Knowles to poke it home. And that's what she did. Here's Knowles again. Defended very well by Tiana Salazar. It's a throw-in for Central Maine. Lexi Finn, who just came in, another Oak Hill Raider alum, with that throw-in, and she'll do it one more time right in front of the Southern Maine bench. Coach Ethan Wells looking on. He's in his 5th season with Southern Maine. Played his collegiate soccer at the University of New England. He was the captain there, and then later an assistant coach with that Nor'easters program. It's a goal kick, and that's why it was stopped with a hand. Southern Maine player Desiree Veo just wanted to set that up. Veo, the central defender, right in the heart of that Seawolves back line. A long ball again that hasn't worked, and Allison Nonowitz diffused another would-be attack. Now it's Baker. Baker broken up. Mustangs will try this again. Another decent feed knocked down by Kate Blue. A little heavy first touch that time. And popped the ball out to Kylie Green for Southern Maine, who played it away.
Coach.
See if there was a whistle out there or not.
9-3.
Not just a throw-in. Referee was quickly in a conversation with one of the players out there. Couldn't see if it was a Seawolf or a Mustang as they were both there. This time a foul called. It's a free kick for Central Maine. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do with this free kick. Baker gave it a ride. Knocked down to the 18. Maybe a chance now for the Seawolves to counter. Here they come. It's Lord. Trying to go through. She did have Lunt in the area, and Lunt may yet get to this. Was towed past her. And out for the throw. Lunt thought about playing that quickly, but she'll pass it off to Tiana Salazar instead. Lunt. They'll throw in for Southern Maine. Emma Knowles scoring in the 10th minute. Her first goal of the season. I'll have to look and see if it's her first ever goal. Again, she's listed as a goalkeeper. Usually when I research goalkeepers, I don't look up to see how many goals they've scored, because usually it's not very many. But the keeper turned forward has the opening goal here. Until it is her first collegiate goal. That's one to remember. Lake and Hink got that last time. Well, I take that back. It wasn't her first collegiate goal for Lake and Hink in the game against UMaine Fort Kent. And she did score a goal for Southern Maine when she played for the Southern Maine Huskies. That's her first goal for the Mustangs. A high shot finds the back of the net. Kind of a bolt out of the blue. Amelia Lunt, I believe, took that. And Lunt just lobbed that over the keeper, Allie Anir. And in the 14th minute, Southern Maine is back level. And it was indeed Lunt on the goal, her third goal, and her second of her career against CMCC. She had one down in South Portland in the 5-0 victory last season. So she loves playing against the rivals from Central Maine. And we are right back where we started, even. Now at one apiece. Told you this game does not let people down when it comes to entertainment value. 2 goals in the first 15 minutes. 1 per side. Neither team with much for chances so far. Really, both teams with just 1 chance. But each has capitalized. Maybe another chance as Southern Maine back on the attack. They have Lord if they can find her. But it's behind Paige Lord and brought away now by Caitlin Baker. Baker ahead. Maya Soroyson now. Soroy snuck in on me. Didn't see her come in, but the sophomore from Monmouth. Now in the game, number 2. She's partnering Kate Blewin out front by the looks of things. Looks like she came in for Emma Knowles.
Hey, as soon as it's in, Mick, go, go.
That's side-footed ahead by Riley Lord.
Joe, anticipate it.
Now an opportunity here perhaps for Jordan Boone.
Take her on, Joe.
Boone, one of the Seawolves captains. Boone switching back to the right foot.
Hey,
So that's out over the goal line for a corner, the first corner of the game for either team.
and Mick and Mac. Hey.
Let's see who's taking this corner for Southern Maine. There's two players over there. Michaela Martirano's over there.
Dribble then, dribble.
Mackenzie Farnham, I think, has joined her. They can play this short very easily. There's no one anywhere near her. Now it's Farnham who's going to
Now go.
advance. Oh, that was played very well by Blewin, and Farnham held on to it too long. Blewin took it away and cleared.
Right back in the mix.
Possession gifted right back to Salazar for Southern Maine, however. Now it's Kylie Green. Airmailed that into the area, and Anir came off late, but she got there. It's a bit of a late reaction by the keeper, Allie Anir, but she did see it and won the foot race to the ball. And then her drop kick just went off Paige St. Pierre, who knew nothing about it. Luckily, it caromed away from the goal. Saw it in an international game once. The keeper set to kick it, kicked it off an opponent, and all of a sudden, goes in the back of the net. So Royce, just outside the area. Played to the 18 for a shot. Scuffed down low, and in the end, handled by Soldati. Julia Noel with the attempt. She came up from her midfield position to take that opportunity. Just kind of topped the ball a bit. That's why the velocity wasn't as good as maybe she would have liked. Now a chance perhaps here. Martirano. Central Maine got back, though, nicely. That looked dangerous from the start, but in the end, taken away by Central Maine. Played ahead down that left wing. Over comes Desiree Veilleux to blast that over by the woods. And just a throw in now for Central Maine as they regroup. 18th minute here in Auburn. Sun not a factor for either keeper now. It was for the first 15 minutes, but it's behind a cloud and won't be much longer until it drops down behind the buildings anyway. We'll need the lights here fairly soon. They went on last night for the men's game here, about 30 minutes into the contest. I'd expect similarly. It'll come on about that time now. There's a little more chill in the air, too, same as last night as well. Nick and Hink. Blast it away as Hink almost found a teammate up that left side. Now it's Mackenzie Farnham. Such a quick counter by Southern Maine. Here's a foot race, won by Jordan Boone. Boone knocked down. A call for a penalty, but the referee says no and waves the shouts away. Central Maine perhaps dodging a significant bullet there.
Good job, Joe.
Now the Mustangs again right to the midfield stripe. Trying to play it near side, and once again Salazar in the middle of things to knock that away. Popped high in the air over Riley Lord's head. She has it now. And her pass intercepted. Strong boot ahead by Kylie Green for Southern Maine. And that spinning ball, Nonowitz trying to play it with pressure from Southern Maine's Jordan Boone. Now an opportunity again. Farnham trying the 1-2, and it works. And once again, a Southern Maine player down in the area. Once again, the referee unmoved. And it's just a throw-in now for the Seawolves.
Right away. Nick, take it. Take it. Give it to her. Get it back to her.
Quick throw-in for Salazar. Salazar playing it herself. Ripped toward the goal. It bounced in a couple of times, and here came out to pick it up.
Good, Riley.
Riley Lord headed that down. This might go all the way through to Sir Royce, but again, she's got to play it over by the touch line, couldn't do so. And that should allow Jordan Condon into the contest now for Southern Maine. Number 20. She'll pop in the game now. Replacing Riley Lord. Condon a first year. She's from Newport, Maine. Played at Nokomis High School, home of the Nokomis Warriors.
Go ahead, Joe. Tough ball.
High bounce, chested down by Audrey Dillman. Dillman did well to play that outside because that was a hard ball to handle, and she was under pressure. Throw-in is going Southern Maine's way. Not Central Maine's after all. The referee was pointing down the field. He was just trying to move the Mustang player back is all. Wasn't changing possession. Blewin. Green right on her, first in the turnover to this Paige Lord again. Lowered up the middle. And she had a teammate there, too, who would have been onside, trying to find Jordan Boone, but stopped by Dillman right in the heart of that defense. Played into the area once again. Trying to connect on those runs, sending the ball to open space, having players run onto it. That's a strategy that's worked pretty well for Southern Maine. Royce turning on the afterburners. Salazar caught up and made the steal. Condon switching fields. Got up to knock that away, Allison Nunowitz. Seawolves on the attack again, this time right wing side. Paige St. Pierre by the touchline. Kept it in play. Watched by Nunowitz. St. Pierre got by Nunowitz. Fed into the area, maybe a chance here. On rushing Martirano was just beaten to it. Nifty touch, though, to get that ball across the field. Mackenzie Farnham once again trying to find Martirano. Royce won that from Tiana Salazar. Salazar quickly back up. That bounced up high, and handball will be called. It would have been out of into touch for a throw-in, but that bounced up and made contact with Kylie Green's arm. So it's a free kick, not a throw for Central Maine. Still a ways from the goal, of course, but situation where Baker might be able to set something up with a long free kick. That's what she's trying to do. Into the area, it bounced. It's in! Nothing bad can happen when you put something on frame, and that time Caitlin Baker's ball bounced. I don't think anyone else touched it. Baker's goal, I believe, and it's 2-1. Central Maine in front. It was a game of you take it inside the area. The defenders and the goalkeeper, Soldati. Miscommunication is costly. And in the 22nd minute, Caitlin Baker's got her second career goal.
So we're going to shut down, come back up, Rob. 2-1. We'll come back, see if we can't make everything work here. We are recording this. We'll have the entire game, and I can put it up after I get home here tonight, so we won't miss any of the action here. But this is not a satisfactory viewing experience. We're going to do a clean restart and see if that helps. Rob's going to continue to call the game for our post-game work.